got my name, Professor Louie, from the great bass player of the band, Rick Danko. We traveled around the world, played duo shows, and he really felt that I must be a professor. I got my start playing music and learning music in Peekskill, New York. There was a great teacher there by the name of Vinnie Corsi. I started playing in rhythm and blues bands, moved to New York City, and really got a good history lesson when I joined the gospel group, the Mighty Gospel Giants of Brooklyn.
You can pick up the newspaper
And went on the road for about 3 years playing with all the great gospel groups.
Turn your radio on.
1, 2, 3.
The tradition of playing with great musicians and being a backup group is something Professor Louie and the Chromatics are known for. It's really rock and roll royalty, with Gary Burke playing with Bob Dylan, John Platania playing with Van Morrison, Frank Campbell with Lee Von Helm, Miss Marie with Rick Danko. And that's why the group is so spectacular.
Oh, look out at the weather. Honey, I believe it's gonna rain.
And the way we got our name, the Chromatics, is that I was with the group, the band. They had always had bird names like the Hawks, or Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks, Lee Von Helm and the Hawks. So when we started the Chromatics, we wanted to make sure we had a crow in there. And it's a play on words on the chromatic scale, except we spell it C-R-O-W-M-A-T-I-X to stay in tradition.
To hear the thunder roaring.
I've been asked many times, can I make a living just playing music? And I do, which is fantastic. It's one of the best things ever. However, when things were tight, because in the history of all musicians, you can't always get out and work. I had to drive a taxi cab, I had to work in a car wash, I had to drive a roofing truck.
My heart was a desert. You planted a seed. The root.
I'm going to tell a story that I've never told anyone. When I was really young, traveling the circuit, I had a band and went down and played at Asbury Park. And we decided with this manager to buy a building next door to where we had been playing. And it was a huge building and we needed to paint it. So I went into a paint store in Asbury Park. And then there was this other fellow who was buying paint. We get to talking with his manager. It turns out it's Bruce Springsteen. He's painting his father's house. And I'm buying yellow road paint, because that's what was the cheapest paint to buy at the store, to go and paint the building. We paint the building and we call it the Sunshine Inn because of the yellow road paint. And then Bruce Springsteen comes to play and does many concerts together with us. Right now, the blues roots bands are doing better than ever. There's more interest in the old styles of playing and new styles of playing without that much production. People are going out to shows, they're very interested, and there's a lot of younger people coming to the shows and also playing the music. An exciting part of the industry right now are all the new live venues that are coming up all over the place. And of course, playing live is the most exciting part of the music business. You know, there's many things that can wear you down in the music industry. The first one is the traveling, because you travel many hours to play an hour-and-a-half show sometimes. We're going to Alberta, Canada. Our bass player, Frank Campbell, checks his bass in. The bass shows up one day late to the first show. Then we had to rent a bass. We moved to the next city, and every city we went to, the bass would show up one day later. So the bass made the tour, we made the tour, but not together. We finally get home, and the bass made it home before us.
Well, I'm on my way to the Canaan land. Well, I'm on my way.
The best advice I could give to any younger musician is to practice their instrument, really get proficient at it, and if you're a songwriter, keep working at that, and it's best to keep working on songs. The other thing is to develop your skills in the recording studio. Never refuse any gigs or any offers, because you never know where they may lead.